Yo, what is poppin' YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice because that is my nickname. Appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now, as it does help these videos get to the public and the channel to grow overall. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. And turn on post notifications too, so you don't miss a single one of those videos that I post. Or right, you guys. Listen, guys. I know you guys are gonna say I'm premature or I'm being a prisoner of the moment. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Patrick Mahomes has a chance to be the greatest quarterback of all time, barring health. If Patrick Mahomes stays healthy, if he plays for about another 16 or 20 more years in the NFL, he can become the greatest quarterback in all of football history. He can go down in history as better than Tom Brady, better than Peyton Manning, better than Drew Brees, better than Aaron Rodgers, better than any quarterback you have seen in the NFL's history. He can be better than them. He can go down in history as the greatest of all time. I will also tell you guys why I think the Kansas City Chiefs have a chance to run the AFC for the next 10 or 15 years with Patrick Mahomes as their quarterback, and why they can become the next dynasty. It is not out of the question that the Chiefs can become the New England Patriots of the AFC in the next 10 or 20 years, guys. I firmly believe that. You know it when you see it. I've seen enough. Patrick Mahomes has it all. He's the best quarterback in all football right now, okay? He has the strongest arm in the NFL right now. He's accurate. He's mobile. There's not a single throw Patrick Mahomes cannot make. And guys, I thought a couple years ago I'd never see a guy more talented throwing the football than Aaron Rodgers. But Patrick Mahomes might be more talented than Aaron Rodgers. It's crazy, guys. It really is. Now, again, I don't think Patrick Mahomes will ever have Aaron Rodgers' accuracy. So, again, I'm splitting hairs here. I do think Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers are the two most talented quarterbacks as far as just purely throwing the football, as far as the throws they can make in NFL history. But, I mean, that's a lot of praise right there. You know, some quarterbacks have the rocket arm, but they don't have the accuracy. That's not the issue with Patrick Mahomes. He has the accuracy. He has the strong arm. Some guys have the accuracy, but not the arm. Not an issue with Patrick Mahomes. Some guys have those things right there. The accuracy, the arm strength, you know, the touch, the anticipation skills. But they're not mobile. They can't make plays off schedule. Patrick Mahomes can do that too. He can run for a first down if he needs to. He can run for about 10 or 15 yards if he needs to. He's a mobile guy. And listen, then you can say, oh, there might be some quarterbacks that have that, but they're not coachable. Patrick Mahomes has been reported by Andy Reid and his teammates. He's a coachable guy. He's a guy that the people in the locker room want to follow. Patrick Mahomes has it all. He's coachable. He has the great arm. He's accurate. He's mobile. He can do so many things. And when you're coachable and when you want to be coached and when you have the drive to be great, the sky's the limit. And I got to tell you, the sky's the limit with this guy, Patrick Mahomes. It really is. I mean, 50 touchdown passes in his first single season starting, 5,000 yards in his first year starting. Tom Brady, it took him 7 years in the NFL to throw 50 touchdown passes in a season. It took Peyton Manning 15 seasons until he got to 50 touchdown passes in a single season. Mahomes did it in his first season starting, guys. Listen, Patrick Mahomes reminds me of Michael Jordan. To me, Patrick Mahomes, so far throughout his career, has been the Michael Jordan of the NFL. And what I mean by that is from day number one, Patrick Mahomes has come into the league and dominated his position in sport like pretty much no one else has ever seen dominate his respective sport. Okay, Michael Jordan was that same way. Tiger Woods was that same way when it came to golf, okay? When I look at Michael Jordan in his career, from day number one was maybe arguably the best player in the sport, okay? Really was, okay? His first year starting, Michael Jordan averaged 28 points per game. His third season in the NBA, averaged 37 points per game. Michael Jordan at one point went on to win 7 straight scoring titles, okay? He goes on to have 10 scoring titles in a 15-year career. For 10 of those 15 years, Michael Jordan led the league in scoring. It is not out of the question that Patrick Mahomes cannot lead the league in touchdown passes for about 4, 5, 6 seasons in his NFL career. He's already this year leading the league in touchdown passes once again. He already is leading the league right now in passing yards. Once again, already leading the league in passer rating. Once again, this year, the second year starting, he's doing it once again. He might win MVP this year again. It's not out of the question that Patrick Mahomes can win about 4, 5, maybe 6 MVPs in his career. He might win the MVP again this year. Michael Jordan, 5 MVPs throughout his career, 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs. I think Patrick Mahomes can lead the league in touchdown passes for many, many years to come. I think he can lead the league in passing yards many, many years to come. I think the Chiefs have a chance to become a dynasty now that Patrick Mahomes is playing this special. The fact that Andrew Luck retired has opened the door for the Chiefs, once Tom Brady retires, to run the entire AFC conference. I want to ask you guys a question. Over these next 5, 10, 15 years, if Patrick Mahomes is playing at an elite level, if Andy Reid continues to coach for about another 10 years, if they keep the offensive players in place, is it not out of the question that the Chiefs can go to 4 or 5 Super Bowls within the next 15 seasons? I don't think it's out of the question, because once Tom Brady retires, I mean, what organization and team do you see stepping in and dominating the AFC? The Ravens? Maybe. I thought the Colts had a chance to do it with Andrew Luck, but again, Andrew Luck retired. Once Andrew Luck retired, it opened up a window for the Chiefs to be the most dominant team in the AFC. They can go on and run like the Patriots. I don't think Deshaun Watson and the Texans are quite good enough to compete year to year. I have questions about them. I like Deshaun Watson, but again, I have questions about the Texans organization. Are the Cleveland Browns a team to look for? I don't think so. So again, once you get the quarterback and coach right, you have the chance to win multiple Super Bowls. Andy Reid is an offensive mastermind and genius. He made Alex Smith look like an MVP candidate, guys. Okay? He dragged Donovan McNabb with no wide receivers to 5 straight NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl appearance. He didn't win the Super Bowl, but he got there, okay? Now that he has Patrick Mahomes, it's over for the AFC. It's over for the foreseeable future. And Patrick Mahomes is not even 25 years old, guys. And again, in order to be considered the GOAT, you need to win multiple Super Bowls. I do think that Patrick Mahomes is going to have a chance to win about 4, 5, 6, maybe I dare say 7 Super Bowls in his career. He's going to have the opportunity. The AFC is going to be the Chiefs conference for many years to come. If you're a Chiefs fan right now, stay on that bandwagon, because the Chiefs are going to go to multiple AFC Championship games and multiple Super Bowls. Now let's get into the numbers thing. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes, he's going to put up numbers. With Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, Travis Kelce, with Andy Reid running the show on offense, Patrick Mahomes is always going to put up numbers. It's rigged, guys. It is rigged for Patrick Mahomes to be an MVP candidate every single season with the weapons he has on offense, with Andy Reid being his coach. It's rigged. He's going to put up great numbers every single year. He might throw for 50 touchdown passes once again in his career. He will throw for probably 5,000 yards, maybe 2 or 3 more times in his career. It's just going to happen, guys. If he stays healthy and continues to work hard, it's probably going to happen. Patrick Mahomes will have the numbers. He's going to probably surpass Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and all those players if he continues to play for about another 10 or 15 years. He's going to be the Peyton Manning of the NFL with more rings. I do think Patrick Mahomes will win more than 2 rings in his career. I'm just projecting, guys. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but I think Patrick Mahomes has a chance to do those things. And if he has more rings than Peyton Manning, if he puts up comparable numbers to Peyton Manning, he's going to pass Peyton Manning. And he's going to probably pass Tom Brady if he puts up all those numbers and has those rings. Peyton Manning pretty much was the guy that pretty much broke every single record in the NFL up until he retired. It's taken Tom Brady and Drew Brees 2 or 3 more seasons to catch Peyton Manning's records. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to fly by those records that Peyton Manning has put together if he continues to play at the pace he's playing at right now. He's going to probably throw for over 60,000 passing yards, over 70,000 passing yards, over 500 touchdowns. He's going to do that. He's going to pass those guys if he continues to play. And so then becomes the question, then can Patrick Mahomes become the GOAT? Can he become the greatest of all time? When I combine all those things, yes, Patrick Mahomes can be the GOAT, because I think he's going to have the title of being the greatest and the best. And what I mean by that is when I think of Tom Brady and Joe Montana, I think of greatness. I think of, oh, these guys are so accomplished. They've got the numbers. They've got the Super Bowls. That's one of the reasons why Joe Montana and Tom Brady are maybe considered the GOATs, okay? I think Tom Brady's probably the GOAT right now. I think Peyton Manning is a close second just because he won 5 MVPs. And he has all those records, okay? And he has 2 Super Bowls too. I think Joe Montana is probably number 3 on my list right now, okay? But I think that Patrick Mahomes is going to have the rings in the end when it comes down to it. But then you got the people that say, oh, Tom Brady's not the GOAT. Joe Montana's not the GOAT. You got guys like Aaron Rodgers who might be the GOAT because they played the position at such a high level that we've never seen before. They're so more talented than everyone else. You can make the argument that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback of all time. When we look at guys like that say, oh, this guy is the most talented guy we've ever seen. He's the most talented thrower of the football we've ever seen. We look at guys like Peyton Manning, when he was at his peak, was the best regular season quarterback of all time. We always argue in football who's the greatest and who's the best. You know, Aaron Rodgers might be the best. Peyton Manning might be the best. Dan Marino might be the best thrower of the football we've ever seen. You know, Tom Brady, his greatness cannot be denied. Joe Montana, his greatness cannot be denied. Patrick Mahomes is going to have both those things combined. He's going to be arguably, when we watch him play, when we see him play, he's going to be the guy that we look back and say, he's the best as far as our eyes go. And then when we look at his accomplishments at the end of his career, I firmly believe that he's going to win multiple Super Bowls. So then he's going to have the accomplishments argument and say he's the guy that won those Super Bowls. He beat those great Super Bowl teams. He has about 4, 5, 6 Super Bowl MVPs. So Patrick Mahomes to me is going to have both arguments for his case. Tom Brady has the accomplishments argument, but I don't think Tom Brady we can say is arguably the guy we look at with our eyes and say he was the best quarterback. Same with Joe Montana. You know, that title might go to Peyton Manning. That title might go to Aaron Rodgers. When we look at Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning and Dan Marino, we can say, oh, these are 3 guys we look at and say, when we watch them play with our eyes, they're the greatest or best players we've ever seen. But unfortunately, Peyton Manning is 1 and done in the playoffs 9 times. Aaron Rodgers has 1 ring. Dan Marino has 0 rings. I don't think that'll be the case for Patrick Mahomes. He's going to have both arguments come his way. He's going to have both arguments on his side. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to hold both titles. The title of being the best of all time. When you say, oh, this guy can make so many throws. There's not a throw he can't make. And then he might have the title by the end of his career as being the greatest. And when I talk about being great, I mean winning those championships, winning those MVPs, accomplishing a lot. So combining all those things together, I think Patrick Mahomes is going to have the numbers to back up and say he put up the numbers. He was the best at his position. He might be the most talented guy in history, not named Aaron Rodgers. And then when I look at the rings, Patrick Mahomes has a chance to win 4, 5, 6 rings. And listen, when you watch Patrick Mahomes play, what quarterback do you see that can make those throws? The only quarterback I see is Aaron Rodgers. So the eye test is going to be in Patrick Mahomes' favor. The numbers are going to be in Patrick Mahomes' favor. And I think by the time his career is over, he's going to have the rings because Patrick Mahomes is clutch. When I saw Patrick Mahomes in these playoffs this past year, this is a guy that had 0 points scored in the first half. Reels off 33 straight points in the second half, and if he got that ball back in overtime, I think he probably would have won that game. I think he would have beaten Tom Brady, and I think he would have beaten that Rams team in the Super Bowl. And I do think that if Patrick Mahomes, listen, if D Ford does not go outside, Patrick Mahomes wins a Super Bowl this past year. That Chiefs team was better than that Rams team. So again, I know it's premature, guys, but I think in about 10, 15 years, we are going to look at Patrick Mahomes' career. And I see potentially 4, 5, 6 MVPs. I see about 3 or 4, 5, 6 rings. And again, if Patrick Mahomes gets about 4 rings, I think he actually might be the GOAT right there because Tom Brady is great. But when I watched Tom Brady play, I never thought he was that guy. I never thought at his peak he was quite the best quarterback in football. I didn't quite see it through the eye test that Tom Brady was the best. I think that Patrick Mahomes wins about 4 Super Bowls. That gives him the GOAT title right there, in my opinion, because he's going to be the best to ever play the position, and he's going to have the rings. So again, those are my thoughts on Patrick Mahomes. I think the kid's special. I think he's going to win a lot of Super Bowls, a lot of MVPs, set a lot of records. And I just think it's not out of the question that the Chiefs can become a dynasty. Be sure to comment where you agree with me and disagree with me. Tell me who you think is the GOAT right now. And do you think Patrick Mahomes can become the GOAT? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God bless day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.